Hey everyone, it's Ben from The Ben Scented. Welcome back, and if you're new, please make sure to subscribe so you stay up to date with everything fragrance related. Today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite Boadicea the Victorious fragrances, so stick around. Thanks for sticking around. So as you all know, Boadicea the Victorious is a luxurious brand out of the United Kingdom. So as you know, I love my fragrances, but there's a few fragrances that do stand out, and Boadicea the Victorious definitely stands out. Now, I have to be honest, I love most of their fragrances, if not all. There are some I haven't gotten my nose onto yet, but I have not smelled one that doesn't smell good. I'm gonna give you my top 5 Boadicea fragrances that I absolutely love. Now, I will mention 2 more that I still have to get, and I think they're gonna be my top 2, but stick around to see more. On place number 5, their newest release, OPAL. Now, OPAL is an oriental floral fragrance. I'll list all of the notes on the screen so you can follow along, but what we have is saffron, coffee, some metallic notes, bay leaf, cinnamon, black pepper, and bergamot up top. The middle notes are cocoa, suede, orris, geranium, clary sage, lavender, davana, nutmeg, rose. And on the base, you got musk, patchouli, orris, cashmeran, moss, cedar, sandalwood, tonka bean, and woody notes. Now, it does sound like a lot, but I'll break it down to you. I'll let you know. So OPAL, you can definitely smell the musk. You definitely smell the cashmeran. It's a very powdery fragrance, at least in the opening. Then it smoothens out and turns into lavender, rose, and suede fragrance with some hints of cocoa. And at around hour 7 or 8, you do get some patchouli, some cedar, it turns woodier. But it is an absolute beautiful fragrance. Now again, I love Boadicea, I love their fragrances, so I'm not gonna give them a note out of 10, but they're all absolutely outstanding. The reason I have this on my top 5 is because it is one of their newest releases and I haven't gotten around to wear it long enough to make it higher in the list. So at spot number 5, OPAL. At spot number 4 for me is Oud Sapphire. As all of you know, I love my oud. This is definitely not an exception. What I absolutely love about this fragrance is you do have the oud, you have the saffron. It is not an oud rose combination, which is why it stands out in my opinion, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Here at the top, we have ambrette, saffron, and black pepper. At the heart, leather, oud, and osmanthus. And at the base, we have orris, styrax, and sandalwood. This is absolutely gorgeous. The sandalwood is there. You can definitely smell it. The oud is beautiful. It's smooth, but it is oudy. It is not a Western oud. It's definitely a Middle Eastern style oud, but it is smooth, gorgeous, and together with the saffron, this is a bomb. So at place number 4, Oud Sapphire. On place number 3, we got Blue Sapphire. Now, I absolutely love this DNA. I love this profile. It is a Christian Provenzano fragrance. This reminds me a lot of Abdul Samad Al-Qarashi's Al-Qarashi blend. Now, just in case, if you're wondering, I have 2 of these. That's how much I love them. I do use them. It's just, with the amount of fragrances I have, you just don't see a lot of a dent. It is very similar. It's the same DNA. But what Provenzano did in Blue Sapphire is he smoothed it out. This is smoother and way more refined than the Al-Qarashi blend. So let me walk you through it. So in Blue Sapphire, it starts off with lemon, chamomile, sage, marigold, and saffron. At the heart notes, you have rose, Indian jasmine, and magnolia. And in the base, of course, oud, patchouli, and amber. This is an absolutely beautiful fragrance. If you haven't gotten your nose onto it, there's nothing that smells like this. I mean, nothing that smells like these. It's a DNA that is typical of these 2 fragrances. This is nice, it's good. This is definitely way more refined. I can see why it has the price tag it has, but this is something you can wear in the office and smell like royalty. Blue Sapphire. I absolutely love Blue Sapphire. The reason it's at spot 3 and not higher up is because I did wear it a lot. It was some sort of a signature scent to me at a certain point, whether it was the Al-Qarashi blend or Blue Sapphire, but the next 2 are definitely standouts that nothing smells like. At spot number 2, we got Neiman Marcus 1907. Now this one is a beautifully gorgeous fragrance, which starts off with cardamom, cinnamon, pink pepper, and lemon. The lemon up top is gorgeous. At the heart note, we have cashmeran, nutmeg, violet, and sage. In the base, we have tobacco, cedarwood, benzoin, amber, musk, tonka bean, and moss. Absolutely gorgeous fragrance, smells like nothing else. You can only get it at Neiman Marcus, so I'll make sure to link it in the description below. It is a beautiful fragrance. To me, there's something a little bit more fruity. I did smell something that reminded me of a cherry accord, so I'm not too sure if it is in there or it's just giving me the impression, but it is a beautiful fragrance that I definitely recommend you get your nose on. 1907 Neiman Marcus on spot number 2. And on spot number 1, a fragrance that I absolutely love. I was at the Boadicea event in New York when they launched OPAL. I did get my nose onto this and I absolutely loved it. The first thing next morning, I went and I bought a bottle for myself. This one is Valiant. So this one is another Christian Provenzano fragrance. This one is gorgeous. It starts off with ylang ylang up top, petitgrain, mandarin orange, and grapefruit, which gives it a really light, fruity fragrance. In the mids, we have orange blossom, cherry blossom, and orris, as well as neroli and Indian jasmine. And at the base, we have vanilla, tonka bean, amber, sandalwood, and patchouli. It's my understanding that orange blossom and neroli are the same thing, but the way it's extracted is different. Again, don't quote me, I don't know, this is what I heard. But this fragrance is a bomb. This is amazing. I just couldn't stop smelling it. It smells amazing. It is definitely a fragrance I recommend for anyone that wants to smell like nobody out there. This fragrance stays on skin for about 8 to 10 hours, no problem. After hour 12, it's still there, and it turned to a skin scent at around hour 16. It is a beautiful fragrance that I definitely suggest you at the very least smell. At spot number 1, we got Valiant by Boadicea the Victorious. As I mentioned, there are 2 fragrances I need to add to my collection and truly wear in order to say whether this will make my top 5. Quite frankly, one of them I already know will be my top 1 because it was my signature scent and will continue to be it once I get the bottle again. But these 2 fragrances are absolutely amazing and I will redo the list once I get them. I'm gonna briefly mention them but not go into the notes because I'll do that once I have them. One of it is called Heroine or Heroine, or however you want to pronounce that word. I'm not going to pronounce it properly because I don't want the video to get demonetized. And Nebulous. Now, Nebulous is one of the most beautiful oud rose fragrances I have ever smelled. It was my signature scent and will continue to be it. I will wear it for at least 4 weeks before moving on to the next fragrance once I get the bottle. So stick around, see me wearing it. I will blog and make sure to let you guys know how it goes. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to see that progress. Thanks for seeing my top 5. And as always, stay scented.